in the sport of boxing. When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best. I don't care if y'all write good stories. I don't care if y'all write bad stories. So cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
Floyd Mayweather reportedly became the focus of a federal raid at one of his luxury mansions. But what truly grabbed headlines wasn't just the armed agents or sealed warrants. It was Mayweather's smug, unbothered demeanor during what seemed to be a serious federal operation, leaving the public stunned by his reaction amid the unfolding legal drama.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry. What's the problem, for Christ's sake? I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
Reports confirmed that during the high-stakes raid, Mayweather remained unfazed by the FBI's presence, even smirking, a move that allegedly enraged the lead FBI official on site. As tensions escalated, the scene erupted into a verbal showdown between the undefeated boxing legend and the nation's top investigative agency.
We're on the table now. We're rocking and rolling. Right there. Look at that. That's right there. Don't they mad because I'm flashing from one paper on the table. Get things right when you see and perspective. So right now that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 500,000 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. That's 6.
According to insiders and leaked footage, the FBI launched a dramatic raid on Floyd Mayweather's Las Vegas estate, arriving with armored vehicles and agents in full tactical gear. The operation was conducted under a sealed warrant, pointing to a long-running investigation that may have been developing quietly for months or even years. Sources close to the case claim the raid is part of a broader probe into financial misconduct, including possible tax evasion and undisclosed offshore accounts tied to Mayweather's vast business empire. During the raid, federal agents reportedly uncovered large sums of cash and a trove of confidential documents. These materials allegedly connect Mayweather to several financial fraud schemes. Among the seized items were records indicating suspicious wire transfers, secret offshore holdings, and links to potentially fraudulent ventures. The evidence is now being analyzed by forensic accountants and federal prosecutors to assess the scope of Mayweather's alleged involvement in what could be a complex web of financial crimes. Mayweather famously described his exhibition matches as legalized bank robbery, a phrase that perfectly sums up his strategy of maximizing profits with minimal risk. By facing less experienced opponents like YouTuber Logan Paul in non-competitive bouts, he leverages his fame to rake in massive pay-per-view earnings. From the Paul fight alone, Mayweather reportedly made between $50 and $100 million, despite the event being more spectacle than serious sport.
Here in this area along 28th and Division, both in Grand Rapids and Wyoming. This was a month-long investigation spanning from September to November. Thousands of dollars exchanged to make fake documents for people presumably in the United States illegally.
Mayweather's strategy centers on working smarter, not harder, preserving his undefeated record while earning massive payouts. His approach has fueled debate over boxing's commercialization and the ongoing tension between pure entertainment and true athletic competition.
You guys are absolutely right. Floyd Money Mayweather can do what he wants. I'm going to tell you what he's definitely doing, and that's robbing your bag.
He's doing exhibition, stealing money, legalized bank robbery.
He tells you in your face, you a dumb. or paying for it, and it's legalized bank robbery, and you go, wow, yeah, he can do what he wants. And there's people that's like, no, Floyd ain't talking about us. He's talking about everybody.
Floyd Mayweather has long been entangled in various legal controversies, but speculation intensified following the tragic death of his ex-girlfriend, Josie Harris. The mother of 3 of his children. Reports revealed Harris was preparing a $25 million lawsuit against Mayweather for defamation and misconduct shortly before she was found dead in her car in 2020. Authorities initially ruled her death an accidental overdose, but conspiracy theories have since surfaced, alleging Mayweather may have played a role to avoid the costly legal battle. While no concrete evidence of foul play has emerged, the timing and high financial stakes continue to spark public suspicion and debate.
Floyd Money Mayweather has definitely earned his nickname, but his next offer would be the easiest bag he's ever grabbed. Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya recently came out and challenged the undefeated Floyd. And while De La Hoya played a key stepping stone role in his rise to greatness, the chance to fight a long-retired rival wouldn't wake up many, especially not Mayweather, until you hear the Golden Boy's offer. $100 million just to fight him. We're not talking purse either. That money would be guaranteed, and if Floyd took it, the offer alone would be bigger than all but 2 of Mayweather's biggest purses. And all he has to do is fight the Golden Boy again? This is a man that's been retired for over a decade, and fighting Shaq, appearing on The Masked Dancer, and teasing a presidential run doesn't equal training. Hey, Earth to Floyd, this is the easiest bag you will ever grab. All you have to do is say yes. And to earn even more, all you have to do is win the easiest fight you've had since Conor McGregor. Take the money.
The recent FBI raid on Floyd Mayweather's mansion is reportedly tied to a $42 million real estate fraud investigation. Mayweather had claimed to acquire 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan through his firm, Vita Properties. However, New York City property records show no ownership changes for these buildings, raising serious questions about the legitimacy of the high-profile.
My book, but hey guys, you know the feds, man. All right, man, the feds got the man on $25 million in back taxes. And see, the thing is, you guys think that man's money is up there like it is, but it's not, so to speak. See, Floyd over the years have had so many legal battles when it comes to this bread. You know, owing back taxes, you know, not paying off debts. And everybody knows that he buys all his vehicles from the same person, you know, that's crooked as hell, Josh Tobin, aka the Chopper. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know the Chopper, man. Anybody get a car from him. But at the end of the day, man, you know, Floyd having some money problems. So now what I'm gonna dig into is, we're gonna dig into Josie Harris. Now, Josie Harris was Floyd's first baby mama. Josie Harris, man, was the mother of 3 of his kids.
Further complicating the situation, a representative from Vita Properties introduced a man claiming to be James McNair, a known associate of Mayweather, during inquiries about the real estate deal. However, the individual's voice reportedly differed from past recordings of McNair, raising concerns about the authenticity of his identity. These inconsistencies have fueled suspicions that the acquisition may have been exaggerated or misrepresented, possibly to boost Mayweather's business profile or attract investors. The FBI's raid on Mayweather's mansion aimed to uncover evidence related to the alleged fraud, including financial records and communications that could support claims of deception or financial misconduct.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
The controversy surrounding Floyd Mayweather's alleged multi-million-dollar real estate deal stems from major discrepancies between his public statements and official property records. In February, Mayweather, through his firm Vita Properties, claimed to have acquired 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan, asserting full ownership without outside investors. However, an investigation by Business Insider found no record of such transactions in New York City property databases. Additionally, the NYC Housing Partnership, often involved in such developments, reported no knowledge of any pending sales linked to Mayweather or his firm. Before her untimely death, Josie Harris accused Floyd Mayweather of defamation, emotional distress, and past misconduct, allegations she intended to bring to court. Legal documents show Harris was seeking $20 million in damages, claiming Mayweather's public statements damaged her reputation and portrayed her as a drug addict. The lawsuit was expected to be a high-profile legal battle, potentially exposing troubling aspects of Mayweather's personal life. Although Harris tragically passed away before the case could proceed, the unresolved lawsuit remains a haunting and controversial chapter in the boxing champion's turbulent public history.
Gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books. Because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. served jail time in 2012 following a domestic violence conviction. He was sentenced to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas after pleading guilty to misdemeanor battery against his ex-girlfriend Josie Harris. The incident occurred in 2010 in front of their children. Mayweather began his sentence on June 1st. 2012, and was released on August 3rd, 2012, after serving 2 months of the 3-month term. The sentence was part of a plea deal that reduced more severe felony charges, which could have resulted in a much longer...
Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan, and he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home, and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a landlord in New York.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has openly discussed his 2012 incarceration, calling it one of the most challenging times of his life. In an interview with Larry King, he reflected on the experience, saying, "It was a rough time for me. I was locked up 23 hours a day. No TV, no radio, no newspapers. It was just me and 4 walls." Mayweather served 2 months of a 90-day sentence at the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas after pleading guilty to misdemeanor battery against his ex-girlfriend, Josie Harris.
Josie Harris is suing him for $20 million for making false and humiliating accusations. Mayweather had an interview with Katie Couric just 2 weeks before his big fight against Manny Pacquiao. During the interview, he said that when he and Josie got into a physical fight, it was because she was high on drugs. The fight he was talking about happened back in December 2011. He actually went to jail for 90 days for domestic violence. Mayweather told Katie, "Did I kick, stomp, and beat someone? No, that didn't happen. Did I restrain a woman that was on drugs? Yes, I did. So if they say that's domestic violence, then you know what? I'm guilty. I'm guilty of restraining someone." While the timing couldn't be better for Josie, the big fight paid out $300 million to the two fighters. Pacquiao went home with 40%, Mayweather took home the 60%.
What are your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's controversial $42 million real estate deal? Do you think the allegations are valid? Or is this just media exaggeration? Share your opinions in the comments below.